waiting for the mic. So I'm Kana Furusawa again from Japanese Geoparks Network. And today I'd like to talk about network initiator and capacity development activities. And maybe some of you can notice some of your colleagues from your country appears in this photo. This was taken during our capacity development project last year. We invited 7 international participants from 7 different countries. I'll talk about it later. Let me introduce what I'm doing daily. Japanese Geoparks Network is the co-organizer of this course this time, and it's also plays secretariat of Japan Geopark Committee, National Committee for Geopark in Japan since 2015. Until then, Dr. Watanabe was doing the secretariat for JGC. And after 2015, after Geopark became a formal UNESCO program, we have relationship with Japanese National Commission for UNESCO, and we work together as secretariat of Japan Geopark Committee and also as a coordinator of 9 UNESCO Global Geoparks in Japan. And I'm a Vice Secretary General of JGN and also Secretariat of JGC and still a Special Advisor for Kyoto UNESCO Global Geopark, where I used to work for about 4 years as a coordinator. Here again, history of geoparks in Japan. In 2007, Japanese Geopark Liaison Council, can I call it? Yeah, was formed with 13 regions and researchers, like including Dr. Watanabe. And I heard, I was not there, but I heard they wanted to start geopark activities in Japan, but they didn't know where to start, how to start, so they were searching for some kind of mechanism or organization how to promote geopark activities in Japan. And firstly, they established JGC, the committee, in 2008. And in the same year, the JGC did the evaluation mission and designated first 7 national geoparks in Japan. In 2009, the Japanese Geopark Liaison Council became Japanese Geoparks Network, different organization, but the body was not different, but they changed the name and formally they organized one organization. And in the same year, in 2009, 3 geoparks were newly recognized as members of GGN Global Geoparks Network. In 2010, the first JGN National Conference was held in Ito-Igawa. And since then, we have a national conference every year. In 2015, in 2015, September, already we had 8 global geoparks. And when the geopark program became UNESCO program, it was they were recognized as UNESCO Global Geoparks. And in 2016, Japanese National Commission for UNESCO formally recognized JGC as National Geopark Committee. So we have 9 UNESCO Global Geoparks and 34 national geoparks and 18 aspiring sites in Japan. And they're all our network members. And it involves more than 12% of all the municipalities of Japan. So our network was led mainly by local bodies. And now we have strong network. This is how the number increased of the member of JGN. At the JGN National Conference, more than 1,000 people now participate. And it's now very hard to find the place to gather. We also have a national training workshop. We used to have it only once a year before, but to have more opportunity, we sometimes have twice or 3 times a year. We publish Geoparks magazine every year, and this is the US version, US edition, and this is the 5th. And also we made this leaflet of Geoparks activities in Japan. I put it back there, and we do some investigations like, do you know Geoparks? And all over Japan, and by internet. And I forgot to bring the percentage, but more than half of the answer was yes, they know somehow, but they have heard Geoparks and they know something about Geoparks in Japan. So, as many lecturers already said, networking is very important for Geoparks activities, because sharing experience and information helps us to go forward and continue the activity. And sharing good practice helps, but also bad practice, like failure practice, helps us a lot. And supporting each other to make things possible, we know already, it helps. And we have one example of JGN International Collaboration Working Group, because for the maybe language reason, not many Japanese people, our colleagues, maybe can speak some English, but don't speak English. And we didn't know how to collaborate with internationally. And we did many networkings in the past 10 years, but we didn't do so much internationally. And finally, we were persuaded by Patrick. I was not there, but pushed. And we decided to start something internationally, and International Collaboration Working Group with the leader is Mr. Nobe, and I am a member also. We started to do capacity development project in 2016. And this is the photo of our last summary conference. Okay. And outline is implemented by Japanese Geoparks Network and supported financially by ODA, Official Development Assistance Grant, for UNESCO activities by the Japanese government. And in 2016, we targeted on Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, because we knew there were already Geoparks activities there. And in 2017, we targeted on Cambodia, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Myanmar, Nepal, and the Philippines, and Thailand. This project's aim is to support the establishment of new Geoparks in the targeted countries through sharing our experience and knowledge of Japanese Geoparks with the key players, stakeholders in the target countries. Also, to raise the capacity of Japanese Geoparks and its staff, because we noticed the capacity development project is also necessary for all the staff members. So especially, like I said, international collaboration, we needed more experiences and knowledge. This is what we did in 2016. We did 4 programs. The first one is at the Geoparks Niigata International Forum, and we invited 6 participants from Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, And they did the presentation on Kaoban and Saturn. In Malaysia, they are still aspiring, but yes. And secondly, we did do something in international conference in English Riviera, and it was the first opportunity for us to make our presence of this project. And we did exhibition booth, and also we supported one participant from Thailand to do the oral presentation there. We had the Japanese Geoparks network booth and also promoted our project. The third program was JGM National Conference. We invited this time 10 participants from 3 countries and also Ai-san from Jakarta. This time we visited Japanese NatCom, and it was a very good opportunity for Japanese staffs to meet the staffs of NatCom also. And Ai-san also presented the role of UNESCO Office Jakarta and shared our aims, what they can do together with us. And the international participants also experienced students' poster session and visited local product booth. And we had at that time mayor's panel, elected mayor's panel, and there was a ceremony for new Geoparks. And fourth program was summary conference. We did the feedback and summarized the outcomes. This time, Director of UNESCO Office Jakarta, Professor Shabas Khan also participated, and also Director General of Department of Mineral Resources Thailand participated and shared their thoughts also. We made the report from the project 2016, and it's already uploaded on the JGN website. And the second year we did similar things. The first one was up in the left. The photo was taken during the APGN symposium, and we did the booth exhibition and again oral presentation on this project. And we invited 7 participants and did the workshop together during our national conference. And also we conducted a study tour to Toya Usu UNESCO Global Geopark. And the third one was the first trial for us. We had a joint workshop with Saturn Geopark and also DMR Thailand, where Mr. Lak over there is from. And we worked together to make joint workshop. At first we had ice spray workshop, and then next day we went to visit the village and had interviews. And we did what we have done in Japan and promoted and shared our experience during the workshop. Okay, so it was about our project. And in the SDGs, today I want to focus on gender equality promotion. Sustainable Development Goal 5 is to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. I believe, I know we need to improve the situation in Asia, and also should have more opportunity for capacity development. In the publication of UNESCO, also have this emphasize SDGs 5 with a photo from KSM UNESCO Global Geopark, like Patrick mentioned yesterday. And I'll talk about the situation in Japan. We have 1999 Basic Act for Gender Equal Society, but the reality is still very crucial. And the Global Gender Gap Report 2017 says Gender Gap Index. Our Japanese ranking was 114th out of 144 countries. Maybe the situation in your countries are better. Your country's ranking was higher than Japan, most of you. Like Philippines, I think much higher. Yeah. And the situation of JGN also. This photo was taken during the elected mayor session I just mentioned. It was in 2016. They were on stage, and all the participants were men. Even MC, Dr. Watanabe was doing the MC, and everyone on the stage were men. Because we have, most of the politicians are still men, and that reflects to Japanese Geopark society also, community also. So when we did the international capacity development project, we decided to promote gender equality. So to promote gender equality, we wrote, we will give priority to female participants of this project. So maybe about 80% of the participants to our project were female. And these are photos of from Kesim Island, UNESCO Global Geopark, and Professor Patrick also mentioned about the women's cooperative in Kesim, and I got these photos from shopping mall. In the shopping mall, they have a shop selling these women's cooperative of Kesim Geoparks goods are sold, and they are the women who are making these nice products. But I heard this shop is at the end, almost at the end of the corner, or somewhere that cannot be found easily or something. And they of course do they put this to promote the shop. This is how do you call it? You can put your face on. And this is our president, Mr. Yoneda, doing this display in front of the shop. And to support this, their product shop, we decided this year, we already decided that JGN International Collaboration Group, Working Group, will support to send something from Japan, or maybe send some nice photo wearing or putting their product on to their shop to promote their product and also their shops. We haven't done it, but we are planning it. And I listed up what Japanese Geoparks experience and activities can be shared with you, because we have many experience of bottom-up approach, how to make opportunities for local people and students to take part in the Geopark activities, and good practice and failure practice, successful experiences, how to popularize Geopark, and Oki already shared many good experience, and various kind of exhibitions in the visitor center or Geopark centers, or maybe during the conference. even. And what we have done for our national network. And how to organize a conference maybe can be shared too. Oh, so this is about my presentation, and this picture was taken during the last year's APGN Asia Pacific Geoparks Network Symposium. And maybe you can join us next year in Indonesia.